You guys got to bear with me on this because when I wanted to do this video, I wanted to do this video last week, beginning of last week, but some told me to hold off on it because of the hypocrisy that we see come out of the White House and the Republican Party, or just from Caucasians who lean a certain way politically. Now, as a kid, I've always seen people wrap themselves around that flag. Now, I remember back in the day in the 80s, they was having a debate about flag burn. And I'm pretty sure they had a debate back in the 60s and 70s as well, but I know in the 80s it came up again because everybody doesn't see that flag as a unit, as a uniter. Now, me, I respect the flag, but I also know that it's just a symbol. It's just a piece of cloth. Anybody can say they're pro-American and sing the Star Spangled Banner and say the pledge don't mean anything. Because there are people go out there and say those very same things. They do things that we consider un-American or against human nature. When Trayvon Martin was murdered and the media gave a wide berth to his killer, his supporters, and the question things was going down, it wasn't lost among black Americans. This is another incident again of how evil and mean spirited a particular people can be. But the difference is that we had social media. We had some form or way of communicating to each other and others by how we felt. A lot of us out here on social media felt the sting of being attacked by people we don't know. We've had our channels hacked or uh, 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 trolled and taken down. Some people lost their livelihoods. So when it came time for people who didn't have a voice to speak up, they was afraid. And those who it was a small group, but we needed those much larger voices. Now the NWCP, the Urban League, and the Rainbow Push, they don't hold that sway like they used to. So we was looking for somebody out there who had a voice to come forth. Somebody always talking about let's keep it real, but those brothers and sisters always about keeping it real and letting the man know how they feel. They were silent. So this one brother that a lot of us knew of or really didn't know much of or didn't know at all come forward and say, hey, I'm going to call this out. I'm going to protest. I'm going to protest a silent way, but a powerful way. Colin Kaepernick came out there. He's risked everything. He could have easily kept doing what he was doing and made his money, going about his business. But he said, no, I'm going to show my people that I support. I'm going to let people know that this is one brother is not going to sit back and constantly just let people do whatever the hell they want, say what they want. This brother was attacked. They attacked his family. His own biological mother, who gave him up for adoption, came out and attacked him. They brought by his background. Yeah, he has a white mother and a black father, but the thing is, he pulled more black than anything when he go out that front door. His experience is of a black man. And people got mad because he had the audacity to side with the black community. Because I guarantee you, somewhere in his life, he was called out his name. Somewhere in his life, he was treated as a black man. Somewhere in his life, he saw something he knew that wasn't right. And he said, if God willing, I got the power to say something, to say it. But some people didn't like that. Well, actually, a lot of people didn't like that. One person in particular, let me get the proper image up, because I want y'all to see this. Donald Trump. Donald Trump has for years been a racist, have said questionable things. But because he's Donald Trump and he was a real estate mogul, then later became a fiction on TV, he was always, oh, that's just Donald being Donald. But there are things Donald Trump has said over the years that should put people on alert. Now, if you guys remember and been following me since 2010, I've been yelling about people like Donald Trump, Roseanne, and many others. And I said, let them keep speaking. Every day they're showing their racism. Donald Trump decided he's going to make not go after the crooked cops or the citizens that are killing innocent people. No, you're going to go after people protesting police misconduct. Now, black folk, we have hundreds of years of evidence. All kinds of images and stories about police misconduct. But how dare you say anything about the boys in blue? How dare you question any citizen that wants to point a gun in your direction and walk into your community and do whatever they want to you? How dare you? Donald Trump ain't never lived around no poor person, white or black. Donald Trump don't know what it's like to make a sacrifice, but yet he's pandering to people with stupidity. They're evil. Yeah, he came out and he ran going after Mexicans, but before that, it was black folk that was in his sights and still are. The NFL is a predominantly black league, and what he goes after NFL for protests. Well, Colin Kaepernick in particular. It took a while for some of the brothers in the NFL to come along because they were spooked. Because a lot of them was raised in environments where the father was absent. And a lot of it was no fault of fathers. A lot of times society put things in place to keep black men away from their sons. Because of most brothers that was raised in a two-parent household and the father was a positive influence and a vocal influence, brothers spoke up and spoke out. But Trump knew that he had to make anybody that supported Colin white issues other by questioning our patriotism. That's how they go after us, question our loyalty. But black folks have been the most loyal and still the most loyal on this planet. Considering all the crap that's done to us in this country or around the globe, you ain't never seen us go out here and turn our back on this country. Never fight for the enemy, any of those things. But we saw Donald Trump bend over backwards for Putin this past week. But yet, he questioned Obama's loyalty. This dude met with Kim Jong-un. This dude praising other dictators and people that just pick on people, broken up people's families and stuff. Stuff that we in the black community warned people about for years, but y'all say it could never happen. It could never happen. They could never do these things again. I guess y'all forget about how Hitler came to power. How these other dictators came to power. How these other countries started to fall because you get that one or two people who get greedy and can't picture the world as a diverse world, but as one type of people. Putin hates the United States. Putin will do anything. He has. He's been manipulating the election cycles, the voting patterns and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's coming out. Maxine Waters was out here yelling the loudest, been yelling the longest about Trump, and people call, oh, she crazy. But don't you know there's always a black person that sets to set off the alarm and nobody listens to us too late? This dude bent over backwards the other day for Putin. Putin gave orders to his group to go after and disrupt the voting process and other things. And stuff is coming out every day. And anybody associated with Donald Trump is getting busted. But Donald Trump like, there's no collusion. There's no collusion. But I guess he forget all the stuff he said before he decided to run, during the election, and after the election. Last week, his patriotism should have been the one question. Some people did for about, 24 hours after that. Well, it looks bad, but I don't think Donald Trump. This week, I heard people saying, what is Donald Trump? What do you think Donald Trump is thinking? Well, we don't know what's in his head. It's funny how when somebody obviously get caught doing something, we don't know what he's thinking. But somebody get accused of something, and haven't exhibited anything, haven't said anything, well, you know what he's saying, he's probably doing right now, la 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 la. White America saw what black America has been yelling for years about certain politicians. Whether they to the left or to the right, we've been yelling about y'all, and Donald Trump showed it. He showed his trait. He showed his patriotism, his love of country. He's a hypocrite. He made sure that he attacked Obama when Obama was in office. And remember how Putin treated Obama? Now, I'm not a fan of Obama. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather have Obama in office than Trump. I got my issues with Obama, but Obama didn't kiss ass. And people need to understand Putin and those people in this country, they hunt down black folk over there. Type in black Russians and watch the videos. You think blacks having their heart over there in Israel? But our media don't talk about that. And the other day, Putin said something about me, President Trump, and Netanyahu, and I was like, the three faces of evil, the three stooges. Remember how they each have treated Mr. Obama? Notice, and they all got dirt. Media been silent about Netanyahu lately. He got cocky when Obama was in office, doing things that even white Jewish people, even supporters of Israel, like, wait a minute, you can't be doing that now. Remember how this is a well-documented image of Putin and Obama. There's other images. They didn't like each other. Trump, if that was Trump, he'd be all up on Putin, on his knees in front of Putin. You want me to swallow? I'm not exaggerating. But yet, y'all question Obama, his wife, his daughters, his mother-in-law, even the damn dog's patriotism. Y'all question black folks' patriotism. When you talk about spies, who you been seeing? When y'all talk about taking foreign money, here it is. Y'all have 8 years of Obama and can't find no dirt on Obama. Y'all have to go out there and manufacture something that wasn't even dirt. Y'all have to go out there and allow his former pastor to try to get people to not support him. Y'all go out there and accuse his wife of being a transsexual. All these things that those media or internet created. Now, was Obama perfect? No. Did I have issues with Obama? Yeah. But the thing is, y'all question his patriotism. But Trump patriotism ain't been questioned, though Trump has showed this loyalty to America. You ain't seen his tax records. The man lies to the American public. I mean, every time he opens his mouth, it's a lie. But yet, y'all was out there. Y'all wanted to go out and destroy Colin Kaepernick reputation or other black folks' reputation because they have the audacity to take a knee. But who's the true patriot? Black Americans have been yelling for years about, hey, yo, this is going to happen. Hey, if you don't pay attention, don't get right, this is going to backfire. We the ones that have been warning for years. Maxine Waters have been yelling since Trump got in office there was some dirty stuff going on. People dismissed her. Notice this week, nobody said, hey, Maxine Waters and other black Americans have been on point about Donald Trump. Colin Kaepernick took a knee, and he's been the most patriotic, and those NFL players and whatnot, they've been the most patriotic. They've been loyal. Donald Trump in Putin's in them pocket. Have y'all ever thought about all the crap that people do to us that we could easily could have been swayed by somebody if that was our intent to be swayed by somebody? I mean, think about it. 9/11 happened. We supposed to have been in Afghanistan. They sent us over to Iraq, place they had nothing to do with it. But look, all the fighting's been going on. Both wars are still going on. Yes, the war in Iraq is still going on. War in Afghanistan, regardless of what y'all think, it's still going on. Soldiers still dying. Okay, just say, for instance, somebody who's already who had beliefs in what was going on in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they went to impressionable, easy manipulated black folk, and they went through to religion or somebody, or they could have been one of those jailhouse people. They could have converted some weak-minded brother and sister doing some dirt, but they know you'll get down like that. Who the ones have been joining Al Qaeda and they little fight? White men and white women. You might get a few brothers that do it, but usually those brothers are manipulating to that one. That's why they don't talk about them in too great a detail. Because if you compare the two, like, wait a minute, these white folks went running to them. Black folks here to come in and manipulate and cause dissension. When that white dude was up to speaking for Al Qaeda or Taliban back in the day, media tried to downplay it. When the white women have been doing it. How many of those stories of white folks going to join? It's funny how Bradley Manning and them stole secrets, gave them to outside entities, outside the United States government, and yet y'all still let them walk around. They stay free as I don't know what, but let a black person like they about to do something like that. Well, we gotta check his family out. We gotta do this. They all study names right back up. Tell me when you see them throwing up these white men and white women who committed acts of treason. They won't do it because they don't want y'all to sit there and say, wait a minute, we trying to make the black folks the face of being an American, but it's actually white people. These corporations, what do y'all send out to for? They send out to foreign entities, but every year they talk about America first, America first. Yeah, how can y'all say America first when every time y'all get a chance, y'all merging companies or selling them out to foreign entities? A lot of these companies you think are American-owned companies are not. Here it is. Y'all won't give us any government set asides. Y'all won't give us loans. If you do, we have to give them a house, a car, we have to give them everything. Because y'all want us to fail and don't want us to be able to go back and have anything to hold on to. But somebody that wasn't born here, y'all give them loans, y'all give them distribution deals, all kinds of stuff. But yet y'all talking about who the true Americans are. Here it is, we turn around, y'all got people come over to America, get fed off America, and sending money to foreign countries or and make sure their family's cool, but they want to invest any money back here. But then when they get caught, they say, we got to kick you out. All of a sudden, I'm American. But the other time, it ain't American. They users, they're abusers. But the black community, y'all want to make sure y'all want to pay us as un-American as much as you can. Other day, Donald Trump, you didn't have no balls to call out Putin to his face, so you go out and stop fucking with the NFL players again. Because the NFL suspended their controversial policy. Talking about you're going to suspend players for taking a knee. And the players and people push back. NFL know they lost a lot of money with black viewers because they only want to cater to racist white viewers. They do this thing every year with the NFL package. They try to hit you up. Do you want to order the NFL package? No. Well, you get to play this game. No, I don't watch football like that anymore. I was a Bears fan back in the day, but I lost interest in Bears since Lovie Smith left. That's been a minute. But with them going after the NFL, Cowtown to races and letting Donald Trump them use Colin Kaepernick and them like that. I said I ain't gotta watch football no more. They need little black boys to run up and down the court and get hit hard and shit. That's why lately you see them talking about stories about these football teams with black kids and their coaches trying to manipulate them because they know they fucked up. Let me say this to the young brothers in them. You know, when NFL started questioning patriotism right along with Donald Trump, you know what y'all should have said? Daddy, Mom, I want to do something else in my life. Putting yourself at risk, getting hit in the head, you developing dementia later on, and then they want to pay for your health care and stuff. They know if blacks stop playing football, the dynamics change, the style of it change. Right? They try to hold on to baseball. They don't want American blacks. They want foreign-born blacks. I mean, if you come from Dominican or whatever. Y'all talk about patriotism. Y'all don't want black folks standing behind that, in front of that flag. You don't want us calling out that flag. Y'all think y'all slick. Y'all wrap yourself around the flag and think you're more American than me. I've seen the so-called flag wavers and shit. When it comes time to sacrifice and help out, they don't know where to be found. Y'all talk about you love the veterans and whatnot. I got a question. Why don't y'all demand that veterans get tax exempt for certain things? Or they get a raise or whatnot. Active duty or whatever. No, they won't do that. Now, y'all want to do the little soft stories of the fathers coming home or the mothers coming home. You want white faces. Y'all think they slick. Colin Kaepernick made them all like fools. And Colin, I hope Colin take their ass to the shed. Hope he get all the money that he gets coming to him because he deserved it. Because the brother didn't do anything wrong. Trump led this charge against who's real American and was not. Who's more patriotic and who's not. Black folks have been the most patriotic on this planet. And all you gotta do is look at history. Look at history. Look at the battles. Who've been doing what? I know they try to write history, make it like white folks, but come on. When 9/11 happened, was an increase in white joining the military? Fuck no. It was more blacks and Hispanics going in, and so-called Indian, Arab joining the military. I remember when I was in basic training with. Colin said, hey man, we want to protest the way it's been treated. At one time, you didn't have to do all that Star Spangled, doing all that shit in front of a football game. You went out there touring cars going about your business. But you have people so stupid and so brain dead and let politicians mind fuck them into this false patriotism, they go for it. Right now, there was something about to go down in the United States, a war or something. How many of these people is wrapping themselves around a flag and shit? How many of them will volunteers go off? Not many. Trump went out there and questioned everybody else's patriotism, but this is the guy got 5 deferments. Trump didn't want to. Trump felt I'm too good to serve. I don't need to serve. Yeah, he's rallying everybody else who got to do his dirty work. His kids could have served. They was young enough. He still got a young daughter and a young son. Barron, he'll be 18 something faster than you think. He weighs 12 now. He got fees. He'll be signing up. His youngest daughter, Tiffany, she's still young enough. She can go sign up. The oldest kids could have signed up years ago. They didn't. Put the flag on your lapel, putting your hand on heart. Yeah, okay, whatever. Everybody can do that shit. That'll make you more American than me or anybody else. But Trump is pandering to a mindset in this country that only white folk can be real American. If he gave a damn about America, he could have donated a large chunk of his fortune or did some of his money to benefit middle class or poor people. He don't give a care. He want to manipulate them because these idiots to vote for me. Remember he said, I can shoot somebody and people still stupid enough to vote for me. He said, man, my voters are stupid. That's what he said to people, and they excusing that. Oh, he just keeping it real. What? He just insulted you. This guy never gave a fuck about the average American citizen, especially average white folk. He's that long line of white politicians that manipulated y'all to vote against your own economic interests and question everybody else's love and patriotism. This dude been married how many times? This dude has said questionable things about his own daughter, talking about having sex with his own daughter. This dude has lied, and he get called a lie like you would believe, and you're scratching your head. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. But how he keeps people from really listening and questioning him, he questions he questions people's patriotism or pander to that racist element or that sexist element in this country. Who's a true patriot? The ones that stand up and call out the bullshit in this country, or the ones that go out there and manipulate people and use that manipulation to get ahead? Trump kissed Putin ass this week. He bent over. And Putin been bragging, yeah. Everybody around making fun of Trump. He refused, he won't stand with a Secret Service, not Secret Service, a CIA, FBI. That's something. But when black folks is questioning, you guys are un-American. But this guy, nobody want to call him un-American, but you call everybody else un-American. You question everybody else's patriotism. Look how fast Reverend Wright was questioned about his patriotism. Man, certainly not one, but 2 branches of the United States military. Donald Trump ain't served one, ain't questioned the country's organizations, things that are supposed to keep us secure. Yeah, I know the FBI and the CIA and them are not perfect. As a black person, we know their history already. But the thing is that here it is. If a black person was do what Donald Trump has done, it'd be outrage across the country. Remember when Obama said something about the police officers acting stupidly, arrested Gates, how they came out and criticized Obama when they actually did something stupid? But Trump been saying all kinds of things about the FBI and the CIA, and nobody want to call him out on his shit. Everybody tiptoe and dance around it. Told you, there's hypocrisy in this country. One of these days, those white men and white women, white children are going to wake up and they're going to wonder why everybody looking at them weird, or why people turn their backs on them, or why nobody want to have anything to do with them, because they're going to be called out for the hypocrites they are. They're going to say, hey, you guys remember you did this? Remember you said this about people and shithole countries and savages and murderers, all the stuff y'all project. Like when you turn on the TV, they talk about police shootings and stuff. When you know our police shootings lately, who's shooting these police officers? Who's shooting up these schools and stuff, these workplaces? It ain't us. But yet, Donald Trump and them got you thinking that we're the worst things, we're unpatriotic, we're the worst things on the planet. But this week he showed his patriotism. He showed his loyalty to America. He has no loyalty, no patriotism. See, he know he's rich. He know he can go wherever he want. He know if he don't win another term, he's like, well, I'm a former president. He gonna get money. He gonna have that title. He gonna go out of history. He's a president, whether we like it or not. He's the president. And you can never criticize him the way you used to criticize him before he's president, because if you do, you're going to have a knock on your door. But he didn't said all kinds of things. He defended the Ku Klux Klan, Nazis, and nobody want to call this man what it is. When people start saying he's racist, all of a sudden people say, well, how can you say that? But just the other day, all of a sudden, white America got mad. They couldn't believe it. But when black people was telling y'all telling us, shut up, respect the title, respect the White House. I'm like, okay. Y'all had this when we get our nigga moment, we supposed to just take it on the chin. Y'all wait till someone tell you something, oh, he go to Helsinki and he gonna say something to Putin. I knew he wasn't gonna say nothing to Putin. He didn't say nothing to Kim Jong-un. I mean, just think about all the people that he needs to get in their face. Here it is, Obama been in office since January of 2017. And Obama. Look, I got issues with Obama, but you can't blame this shit on Obama. It's funny how he want to blame certain things on Obama, but you want to take credit for shit Obama did. This dude got issues like you wouldn't believe, but this dude is dangerous. He's pandered to a group of people in this country that wrap themselves in that flag, and they think they smarter and more American than anybody else. And these people are playing with fire. I'm telling you right now, they're playing with fire. But right now, there's somebody sitting at home saying, how dare you talk about President Trump? And Trump don't give a damn about that person. A lot of these politicians don't give a damn about it. See, as black folk, we learned that reality a long time ago. When you have people openly interacting or piling around, touching, talking to white supremacists out in the open, you know there's something wrong. I told y'all, I said, look, a lot of y'all getting misinformation about the Clintons, and some of the information y'all got, y'all 20 years too late in responding. I said, y'all, I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump in office. Oh, we could do, he's better, he's showing the true cut. Yeah, he might be going after certain people, but guess what? We're going to be number one on a target list because they know our community is more vulnerable at times. That's why they didn't want celebrities like Colin Kaepernick, anybody talking about black lives or staying and all this other stuff. They didn't want you talking about these things, and they damn sure don't want you to mention Emmett Till when in the same breath. We're talking about Trayvon Martin or these other instances that are extremely similar, because that triggered the civil rights movement. Like when they just celebrate the anniversary I wouldn't say maybe celebrate, acknowledge the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's assassination. And you notice as soon as that day went, they ain't said nothing else about it. Because they don't want you to start asking questions like, wait a minute, 50 years ago, this is going on in America. 50 years later, this is still going on in America. And then who's the ones that yelling then are yelling now? The same people, just that they older. Donald Trump was in his 20s when his early 20s when King was assassinated. Now this man in his 70s and still yelling and saying the shit that they said in those old black and white some color video that you see. These baby boomers are just as dangerous as they were back then, but now they children, they great grandchildren, and learned some of the way mistakes are made. Oh, I'm not gonna do what Grandpa did. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna smile and pat you on the back and even sleep with you. But then when I get your cousin, I'm gonna turn around and stab you in the back. So don't get it twisted. They like to talk about how patriotic they are. Watch when something major happen in this country, how patriotic they are. Y'all don't believe me? Go back to the Vietnam War and watch how all them so-called patriotic people hid behind the anti-war and blend in. And then when it was finally over in 75, all of a sudden they not liberal anymore, they conservative all of a sudden. And then a few years later they voted Reagan. To this day they hold Reagan up like he's a god or something. They've been wanting a Nixon like president, but Nixon was too paranoid and crooked. He got greedy. And Trump is Nixon on steroids. See, they really want to Ronald Reagan to come in and give it to people. Just give it, because they almost got it with Clinton.